coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn.
It's Lydia's Lunch Bunch.
LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sara. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
And today's show is brought to you by Roopers, Beverage, and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at roopersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Roopers. Also brought to you by Dubois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From homes to businesses, their licensed, fully trained technicians handle it all. Repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, heat pumps, and more. No job is too big and no job is too small. Learn more at DuboisElectric.com.
It is a Roopers Beverage and Redemption Tasting Tales Friday. And our guest in studio is a Casamigos Classic Lime Margarita. Casamigos. It is from the Isle of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It's the official margarita of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Really?
Those guys.
I did not. Oh. Well, we know someone who's not going to win a peace prize. All right, we'll give you all the details on it a little later, but just to let you know, that's what we are going to be sampling today.
That's what we're getting up to this morning.
Yes, so
7:23
in the a.m. Yes, Sara just got back from the gym.
Sure did.
Yeah, I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep.
Oh, no.
So it should be interesting.
About that. Too bad we don't have any tacos to go with our margarita.
Too bad we don't. I got to tell our listeners, Sara snapped at me earlier. And it made me uncomfortable.
Oh, my goodness.
So I just want our listeners to know that. And she also admitted that she gets in quite a few bar fights. So I'm a little concerned for my personal safety here this morning.
Heavy bottle.
It is.
Margarita.
Yes, let's change the subject. Yeah. It is a heavy bottle. Before we crack the cap on that bottle, Sara,
okay,
let's take a look at some headlines for Friday, April 10th.
You got it. The Selective Service System, the government agency that keeps a list of men eligible for the military draft, will begin automatically entering 18 to 25-year-old males into its database. The change is due to the Trump administration's National Defense Authorization Act and will begin in December.
Maine lawmakers advanced a spending bill that would send $300 rebate checks to hundreds of thousands of Mainers. The bill increases property tax credits, provides a 3% cost of living raise to direct care workers, and continues Maine's free community college initiative. It would also levy an additional 2% tax on Mainers earning more than $1 million a year.
Good.
Yeah, great. Another 2% tax added to what I already pay.
Right?
Jeez.
Central Maine Healthcare named Marlon Margarejo as Chief Nursing Officer for Central Maine Medical Center. He most recently served as Vice President of Clinical Operations at Cano Health in Miami and brings over a decade of healthcare leadership experience, including value-based care, acute care operations, and nursing.
And Maine gubernatorial candidate Jim Libby has ended his campaign. Libby said he did not qualify for clean elections, financial support, and determined that his campaign was no longer viable. Libby began his political career in the legislature in 1992. He currently is a state senator and previously ran for governor in 2002. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love. Sunshine gives way to cloudy skies later this afternoon, but for right now, it's quite beautiful.
There's an orange orb in the sky.
It's something like that. And we'll have a high of 63, so not too shabby with a low of 35. A mixture of sun and clouds again tomorrow with a high of 51 and a low of 37. And early morning sunshine is going to give way to some cloudy skies and late evening showers on Sunday with highs in the mid-50s.
In sports, the Celtics lost to the New York Knickerbockers, 112-106. Boston will host the New Orleans Pelicans tonight at 7:30.
The Red Sox visit the St. Louis Cardinals tonight at 8:15. Connolly Early will be on the bump for Boston.
The Bruins host the Tampa Bay Lightning tomorrow afternoon at 12:30.
In their quest for the Dineen Cup, the Lewiston Maniacs lost to the South Shore Kings 4-1 in the Northeast Conference round robin. Lewiston will face off against the Utica Junior Comets tonight at 6:30.
And the May Nordiques will face the Northeast Generals in the best-of-3 play-in round of the Robertson Cup playoffs. The games are scheduled for tonight and tomorrow at 7, and if necessary, Sunday at 4. All games will be played in Canton, Massachusetts.
We'll be cheering them on from here.
That's right.
You got this, boys.
Dickie Robert will be saying rock and roll from his living room.
Rock and roll. That's him, isn't it?
That is him.
So funny. The first time I heard him do that, I was singing the national anthem, and I got really thrown off. It was like rock and roll.
What is going
Odd.
on?
But then after I'd done it a few times, I grew accustomed to it, and I started like throwing up the rock and roll sign for it.
Nice.
Like, okay, I got it. Okay, you're not heckling. You're cheering me on. Understood.
That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for April the 10th, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to start off with Daisy Ridley,
Aw.
who is 34 years old today. She played Rey in the Star Wars sequel trilogy from 2015 to 2019. Haley Joel Osment
Oh.
is 38 years old today.
Yeah.
He played the kid who saw dead people
Yeah.
in The Sixth Sense that
Yeah.
came out 27 years ago.
He was also mini Forrest Gump.
Was he really?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he was the little baby Forrest Gump. Oh my God, he was so cute.
So cute.
Just a little guy.
By the way, Bruce Willis is dead the whole time.
Don't spoil a
sorry.
movie. There's a scene in that movie that gets me every single time.
Is it the one where Donnie Wahlberg dies?
No.
Because that one gets me.
Oh, does
As a
it?
avid NKOTB
As a
fan.
lover? No. It's he's in the car with his mom, and they're waiting. There's been an accident, and his mother says, "I hope they're okay," and he's like, "No, they're right here. They're not okay, right? Like the person that was in the bicycle accident is dead." And then she realizes, like, he's not making this up. Like, he's actually talking, and he tells her about her own mother, and it just, my heart just like, so good. So good. Because the rest of it is so scary, but that's just like this part of this movie that's just so heartfelt, and it's really quite nice.
Yeah. Haley Joel was also in a film called Tusk.
No.
That was directed by Kevin Smith. It is a body horror movie.
I don't want to talk about it.
I explained to Sarah what it was about because I have seen it, and she wants nothing to do with it. So Johnny Depp is in it.
No.
Justin Long.
No.
No? Okay.
I don't want to.
Okay. All right. We'll move along.
It's so yucky.
Sarah, tell us about Mandy Moore.
Okay. She's a little cutie pie. She's been around for a while. She's been on Earth for a little while, but she's been around for a bit in Hollywood. She's 42 years old today. And I think the first thing I ever saw her in was The Princess Diaries, which was like forever and ever ago. But she was in Tangled. She is the voice of Rapunzel in the animated movie Tangled.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
I remember watching that with the kids.
Oh yeah, that's great. And most recently, she was Rebecca Pearson in that NBC show This Is Us from 2016 to 22. Which, if you didn't watch it, which I didn't watch it, everybody was talking about how good it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and in 2019, she received a Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Oh, she's adorable.
She is so cute.
And rounding out FPBs for April the 10th is legendary musician Brian Setzer of the Stray Cats, who is 67 years old today.
What are they known for, the Stray Cats?
The music.
Oh, but
they do a lot of 1950s style bebop music.
what's their most famous song?
Let's see. Stray Cat Strut.
Yeah.
That's a good one,
I
right?
was hoping you would sing it.
Oh. Oh my God, it's not even Stray Cat Strut. That is a great song. But I believe their most famous is Rock This Town.
Yes.
Yes.
Rocket Inside Out.
Rocket Inside Out.
Like the theme song from Ghostbusters 2, right?
That's what they do.
Rock this town, rocket inside out.
There you go.
Yep.
Brian Setzer also made a cameo appearance as Eddie Cochran in the film La Bamba.
Do you mean to say La Bamba?
Sure. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
17 years ago in 2009, Hannah Montana, the movie, was released.
What?
Yay! I love Miley Cyrus.
Do you?
I do.
I saw her. I'm not very familiar with Miley Cyrus, but I did see her perform. I think it was the 40th anniversary of Saturday Night Live. And she sang 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
Oh.
It was phenomenal.
She's an incredible voice.
Yeah.
She's a very talented performer. I love Miley Cyrus. It's funny to think that person was Hannah Montana, once upon a time. She's so much more evolved now as a performer.
And a person.
One
would hope.
Yeah, I think probably, yeah. 21 years ago in 2005, Tiger Woods won his fourth Masters tournament. He didn't win it again until 2019. 26 years ago in 2000, Ken Griffey Jr. became the youngest player in baseball history to reach 400 home runs. He was just 30 years old 30 years and 141 days.
That counts.
That counts. He ended his career in 2010 with 630 homers, and that makes him fifth on the all-time list behind Willie Mays, Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, and unfortunately the all-time leader, Barry Bonds.
If Ken Griffey Jr.'s career was not plagued by injuries, he would, in my mind, undoubtedly be the home run king.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr. was one of the best baseball players ever. Unfortunately, his body didn't hold up.
Yeah. 34 years ago in 1992, Sam Kinison was killed in a car crash by some drunk driving teenagers on a desert highway outside Needles, California. He was only 38 years old.
And how weird is it that
he was killed
by drunk drivers when
drivers.
Sam himself had a history of substance abuse.
Yeah. 37 years ago in 1989, The Cult released their fourth album, Sonic Temple, featuring Firewoman, Edie, Ciao Baby, and Sweet Soul Sister.
One of my favorite bands ever.
Yeah.
Top 10 easily. Billy Duffy, incredibly underrated guitarist. Some of the best riffs in rock music.
38 years ago in 1988, at the 8th Razzies, Bill Cosby was named Worst Actor for The Worst Pictured, Leonard Part 6. Madonna was named Worst Actress for Who's That Girl? And George Michael won Worst Song for I Want Your Sex from Beverly Hills Cop 2.
I wonder if they showed up to collect their awards.
Doubtful.
Some do.
Really?
Halle Berry did.
Ah, yeah.
It was awesome.
She's a class act.
She delivered one of the best speeches ever.
Nice.
She trashed her manager, her agent, like everybody, the cast. It was great.
I love it. I love that. 56 years ago in 1970, Paul McCartney announced that he'd quit the Beatles due to personal differences in direction with John Lennon and disapproval of Yoko Ono. The following week, Paul's debut solo album was released, and he has since made his peace with Yoko and said it really wasn't her fault.
So it was all John's fault.
You know, egos, man.
Egos will kill you.
It's one of those things
Yep.
You just got to humble yourself sometimes.
Yeah. When you make everything about you, like I do.
Like Mark does, that's right.
It's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah. Why don't you humble yourself?
I really can't.
101 years ago, in 1925, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald was first published.
I'm going to guess you've read that.
I have indeed. 114 years ago, in 1912, the unsinkable Titanic set sail from Southampton, England on its maiden voyage. It hit an iceberg and sank 5 days later. The unsinkable Titanic. I kind of love the idea that there's a graveyard at the bottom of the ocean.
You love that?
I love that no one can get to it. I love that you can't really disturb it. That part I love. I don't love that all those people died. That's sad.
Okay.
But I love that it's almost impossible for people to get to and pillage and ruin.
Oh, remember the last time they tried?
Something bad happened. Yeah.
You got like 4 people crammed in a tuna can going down to see the Titanic.
What you think gonna happen?
Yeah, it didn't work out too well.
160 years ago, in 1866, the ASPCA was founded. That's the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. 177 years ago, in 1849, the genius Walter Hunt patented the safety pin and immediately sold the rights for only $400.
$400.
Walter!
For an invention that is still around to this day.
And there is no replacement for the safety pin.
None.
There is nothing better.
If you've ever done a 5K.
You got it. Well, they got magnets for that now.
What do you mean?
Oh, they got bib magnets, man.
What the?
Yeah. Inside your shirt, one side of the magnet. On the other side of the bib, the other side of the magnet. I know. Belts, too. They got belts. I know.
That's how long it's been since I've done a 5K.
Oh, no.
They invented magnets.
They invented better ways to hold your bib.
Those are your FPBs and OTDs for April the 10th. Don't miss the 6th annual Cora Shriners Outdoor Expo at the Cora Shrine Center in Lewiston. It all happens on Saturday, April 11th from 9 to 5 and Sunday, April 12th from 9 to 2. And best of all, admission is free. Check out over 100 incredible carvings from the Maine Woodcarvers Association and vote for your favorite. And don't miss the Bangs for Your Bucks auction on Saturday, a 21-plus event featuring over 25 amazing items, including vacation packages, spa experiences, and more. Get all the details at corashriners.org/events.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
And now,
yes,
we welcome our guest in studio, Casamigos Classic Lime Margarita, which Sara is shaking up right now. It is courtesy of our friends at Roopers Beverage and Redemption and part of our Tasting Tales Friday, where Sara and I are going to sample this beverage, let you know all about it, and you can head over to your local Roopers and check it out for yourself. And hey, cue up this episode and drink along with us. How cool is that? Oh, that was great.
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
You waiting for me to shut up?
No, I was waiting for you to talk about how to get it.
Casamigos Margaritas deliver expertly balanced flavor with Blanco tequila, lime juice, and natural ingredients, rivaling the best margarita at your favorite spot. Just uncork, which you heard Sara did an expert job at.
Thank you.
Pour over ice. We don't have any ice, do we?
Nope.
Okay. And garnish with a lime wedge. This particular beverage is 20.5% ABV.
It sure does smell good, doesn't it?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That smells like a party waiting to happen.
Here we go.
All right. There is no bite to that at all.
That is so delicious.
It is so smooth.
What the heck?
And we should let our listeners know that Sara is still on her detox.
Yeah.
But I think she's falling off the wagon this morning.
It's happening.
She was doing no caffeine, no alcohol, no fried foods, and no...
Caffeine.
Sugar.
Yep. Caffeine. Sugar. Fries.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
this is delicious.
It is.
That is dangerous.
And I'm not a huge tequila fan. I have mentioned on the show numerous times.
That's right.
I have had some bad experiences with tequila.
Some run-ins.
Of my own doing.
Of course.
And I swore off tequila for a long time. But you know what? I might have to go back. Just in moderation this time. I broke a blood vessel in my eye.
Ooh,
from a tequila experience.
Boy, that's bad.
Yeah, that's how hard I was yakking.
That is bad.
And I think I quit drinking like 5 times that night.
Oof. Of
course, I was in my early 20s,
yeah,
and that's what you do.
That's what you got to do. You're so much more mature now. I think Mark might have spit out his margarita just now.
I managed to hold it in.
Kept it in.
It was iffy.
Broke a blood vessel, but I did it.
Oh, my God.
This is delicious. It's so good.
It is.
I can see this definitely. I mean, it's good just like this with no ice. But I can see like a nice tall glass of ice and a couple of lime wedges chucked in there and just sitting outside on the deck.
I am going to have to get some of this for my lady. She loves the margaritas. And to have something ready-made like this where you don't have to go out and buy all the ingredients.
And it's so good. It's like...
You just uncork, add ice.
It's so tasty. Yeah. Well done, Casamigos.
Goodness, I love it.
House of Friends.
That's what that means?
Well, Casa is house,
Right.
amigos is friends, but
Oh, there you go.
maybe the word together means something else, though.
Yeah.
Let's
Maybe it
find out.
means I'm going to turn you into a walrus.
Oh, gosh. Tusk.
Sarah, you should watch the trailer for Tusk.
I don't want to.
On the podcast.
No.
So we can get a reaction.
No.
All right.
Oh, I was right. House of Friends.
Look at you.
Oh, my gosh. Casamigos is founded by George Clooney and Randy Gerber. Yeah, originally created as a private smooth sip straight tequila for their shared homes in Mexico. It launched commercially in 2013 and has become a popular high-end brand with friendship.
The more I drink this, the more I love it. And I think I'm going to be hitting my local Roopers, which is the one on Main Street in Lewiston,
Yeah.
on the way home to get some of this because I know my wife has had a rough week at work.
Oh,
And if I had some margarita, some ready-made margarita
you'll
from
make her day.
Casamigos waiting for her when she got home.
Yeah. You said there's no bite to this, and this apparently the goal of the two people who founded it, George Clooney and Randy Gerber, was to specifically design a tequila that didn't burn or require salt and lime. And this absolutely doesn't, like straight out of the bottle. No ice even. It's delicious. It's nice and smooth.
Well done, gentlemen.
Yeah, it has a nice agave to it, like a nice sweetness that's not overly like sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to throw this in here as well. Loyal listeners to the podcast know that my wife has celiac and she is gluten-free, which makes me gluten-free as well because I try to keep things simple around the household.
By association.
So my diet is gluten-free and pretty much everything I buy for beverages is gluten-free. So we drink a lot of cider, a lot of wine, and Casamigos Classic Lime Margarita is in fact gluten-free.
Woohoo!
So there we go.
Sherry, you're going to have a great night.
I'm in the clear on this one.
Yay. Go
right.
get this. I'm not even drinking alcohol and I want to go get this.
See? Sarah's not drinking alcohol, but she finished hers before I finished mine.
I gave you a full glass and I had 3 sips.
Oh, okay. Sherry and I have become big fans of the 19 Crimes
Oh, yeah.
line of wines
tried
and
that here.
sparkling wines that are sold at Roopers. She loves the Sauvignon Blanc. And last week, I got her Snoop Dogg sparkling wine from his 19 Crimes collection. Absolutely loves it. And she also loves that you can scan the image on the bottle and the image comes to life and starts talking to you.
It's creepy. Does Snoop talk to you?
Oh, the Snoop Dogg was our favorite so far.
Nice.
Yeah. She was telling a friend about it at work. And her friend's like, oh my God, I got to see that. I'm a huge Snoop Dogg fan. So we finished the bottle of sparkling wine and I rinsed it out for her this morning and she's coming into work with the bottle of Snoop Dogg so she can show her friend. And I'm just picturing her, with a bottle of sparkling wine on her desk. And everybody gathered around watching Snoop Dogg talk to them. And the other one we tried was the Hard Chard. We sampled that on this show.
Yeah, yes.
It was really good too.
That was the one that had the special like theme for
Halloween.
For Halloween.
Yes, but now they've gone back to like their regular
Their normal day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I think the Hard Chard we had was like Frankenstein. I think for Halloween.
Something.
Or the
Yeah.
Mummy.
I think it was.
It might have been a
Frankenstein.
mummy.
Yeah. A mummy. Oh, maybe it was a mummy. Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the LA area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Uncle Andy's Digest is turning 30, and you're invited to celebrate with us. Join us Friday, May 22nd from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn Auburn Riverwatch for a night of celebration. For 3 decades, Uncle Andy's Digest has been Central Maine's community-focused monthly advertising publication, connecting local businesses with loyal readers. Enjoy 90s music from Palo Entertainment, hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, in recognition of our longest-running advertisers, and much more. Find all the details in the latest issue of Uncle Andy's and on Facebook. We can't wait to see you there.
So, Sarah, how is your detox going so far?
Oh,
it's been a few weeks, right?
Fabulous. Let me check my phone. I'll tell you how many days it's been. 17 days.
17 days.
It has been 17 days.
2 weeks and 3 days.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm very good, actually. And I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and everything was A-okay, perfect. Everything looks amazing, she said. And I feel really good. Like, I had taken the rest of the day off after my doctor's appointment yesterday because it didn't make sense to go back to work. And normally I would only do 4 workouts in a week, but I felt so good yesterday. I went and did an extra workout.
Damn, girl.
As in the afternoon, and then got up and did another workout this morning. So, and I feel awesome. I was saying to you, like, my bones kind of hurt because it's heavy and your skeleton's holding up all that weight. But overall, my muscles feel really good. Like, I'm also, in addition to not having certain things, I've also been trying to add more water to my daily thing. So I feel really hydrated, and I've been sleeping well, and I feel great. I feel really good.
That's great.
The one day I didn't sleep well was Tuesday, and I had a non-alcoholic beer at trivia.
That's right.
And I had a hard time falling asleep, and I was just kind of like fidgety and feeling weird, and I don't know. So maybe beer in general is not right for me.
Could be.
Actually, that was Wednesday night. It was a Baxter. Oh, that was so good too. The Baxter non-alcoholic beer is really good. But yeah, I didn't sleep well afterwards. So I think maybe there's more to it than just the alcohol in beer that bothers me.
But you were dragging ass yesterday at the chamber breakfast.
Because I didn't sleep well the night before.
You didn't sleep well.
Yeah.
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 So it's not because of the lack of caffeine.
I don't think so. Okay. No, I don't think so. The very first day of not having caffeine, I got a little tiny bit of a headache in the afternoon. And then my body after that first day was like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing.
All right.
And I've gone, like, I drink coffee because I like the way coffee tastes. So I've gotten a couple of times, I've gotten like a decaf coffee just to have the taste of it. And that makes me happy. One afternoon I'm having tea, like a mint tea. I haven't replaced sugar with fake sugar, like, because that is actually kind of part of the process that I'm going through of detox. Is like I'm not trying to find ways around, having sugar. Although I will say I've been really enjoying strawberries dipped in zero sugar Cool Whip. That's like been my go-to dessert for the last couple of weeks. Yep. But yeah, I'm not trying to trick my body. I'm just trying to clean it out and make it feel better.
Now that your detox is working and you feel great, and the doctor says everything checks out, everything's great.
Yeah.
Are you going to continue this? Like, is this going to be a habit now?
Yeah, because that's the whole point of this. It is about being more healthy, but the whole point for me was to try to break bad habits, which one of those was drinking a Diet Coke every afternoon was kind of a bad habit that I had, or like going to perform and always having a beer when I go to perform. And then on top of the adrenaline, having all that sugar and alcohol in my system, making it really hard for me to get solid rest. So cutting that out. But then on top of that, when I have a beer, sometimes I just want chips, so those habits of that nature, that's the whole point, is trying to get rid of those habits. It's not so much about the food as it is breaking habits that are unhealthy.
Okay. Well, I'm very happy for you.
Well, thanks.
And I love that this is working out.
Yeah, it's going good.
It's great.
I do feel really good. And I have, as a side effect of all of it, I have lost almost 10 pounds, which wasn't the point, but it certainly is nice because I feel like carrying around 10 less pounds that's a lot easier on my body, too.
I mean, why not?
Right?
Yeah.
It's like if you can imagine carrying 2 bags of sugar around with you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And then just being able to put them down and not have to carry those. That feels good.
Sign me up.
That feels great. Yeah, for sure.
I am happy for you, girl.
Well, thanks.
And
thanks for checking in on my progress.
I'm here for you, and I'm sure our listeners are as well.
They're probably curious as to how things are going.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, I could never. I could never not have coffee. Oh, I could never not have sugar. But you can.
You can.
You can do it. If you just decide that's what you're doing, then that's what you're doing. And also, obviously, I had alcohol this morning with you. I'm not going to be so rigid that I can't occasionally have. If someone's got a really sweet treat, I'm going to be like, well, I can have a bite. Yeah, I can try your sweet treat. Of course. Yep. I'm not going to say no.
Sure.
But
moderation is key.
Moderation.
Okay. Before we close this one out, do you want to pimp your trivia night?
Oh, yeah. Guys, listen, look. On Tuesday, Mark and I have had in-depth discussions about this. Trivia nights that are themed are but can be off-putting, because if you don't know a lot about the subject, you probably don't want to go because you're not going to win, or you think you're not going to win. But next week I'm doing Austin Powers. That's the easy one, right?
Love Austin
all
Powers.
you got to do is sit this weekend on that rainy Sunday night and just like binge watch the 3 Austin Power movies. And then come in on Tuesday and just nail it at trivia. Yeah. I think what I'm going to try to do, because my fear is that I make my questions too hard and a little too wordy. So I've taken some good feedback from my podcast/trivia partner, and I'm going to make them just a slightly less wordy and maybe a little bit more common information. So, and then I'm probably going to throw in some real, like, you don't even have to have watched the movies to know the answers type questions.
Love it.
Who plays the main character of Austin Powers?
People are going to get that right, and they're going to feel good about themselves.
They're going to feel really good.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's your gimme for next week's trivia, guys.
And the reason why I suggested that Sara make her questions a little easier is because last week, I shouldn't say last week, 3 days ago on Tuesday, it was James Bond trivia.
Yeah.
And she had a question in there that contained about 6 commas. And it was one sentence. And it had like 6 commas in it. And Sarah's excuse was, English major.
And Mark said, nobody cares.
Nobody cares that you were an English major.
Nobody
It's just
cares.
like in comedy when the first thing you
Sarah,
say
way
is
to good.
how long it took you to get there. Or no one cares.
No one cares.
Are you funny? That's all they care about. In trivia, we had a table full of just great people.
Oh my
fun
gosh.
people.
They were so much fun. Shout out to
The bald guy and 2 hot babes.
Yeah, they were great. Tripp and his
Yes.
family were there, and they were fabulous.
They were fabulous, and they showed up because they heard it was trivia night,
Yeah.
but they knew nothing about James Bond.
No,
But
they were fabulous.
they did have some great answers
Yep.
for the questions they
Yeah.
did not know.
Yes, they did.
A lot of them had to do with size.
Yeah. And in the words of my good friend Bob LeBlanc, if you can't be accurate, be funny.
Be funny. There you go. Thanks to Roopers Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat. And I will